Welcome back everyone. As we have studied the Gabriel Phthalimide synthesis, okay, we have not studied that, we have just repeated this reaction that he has taught us. We're going to see that what is actually happening. In the first case, you can see that we have used, here is a first case, we have used this one. So this is our breaking point that we are going to study first. So this is phthalimide, and after the phthalimide we are trying to make the ammonia. So we have used KOH here. Well, I think you can see that this is KOH. So we are using KOH here, which is a base. So intention of this is to remove O somehow, but it did not work. So we have changed our plan to plan B. So in this case, H2O became stable and got removed. Now we have K in its place. So did we got any advantage on that? Yes, surely we got the advantage because potassium is bigger than hydrogen, even remaining in the same family, having one electron in its valence shell. It is more reactive because the electron density or the number of electrons are actually more. So now the things are becoming less stable. So we are making it less stable because the electron you are imagining just for potassium is not just here. It will going to be here, 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 and everywhere, because same electron will going to move in the entire benzene and on the all possible combination places that you can imagine. Well, let me remove these all the things so that you can see the things quite clearly. But I think you have got the idea about this. Okay, so now we are going to see the third part here. Well, these are pretty much the same, so we are going to see this one. Now we have added R because we need R in place of K. So Kx forms the stability. Well, I can also call it as a mistake, don't mind that. Chemically this is perfect. The Gabriel was fantastic, but I see logically, not chemically, is why just not we have chosen any way in which we remove H from here and place R in its place, because that's all the thing we have done here. Maybe it's not reacting because of the resonance. That's could be one of the possible cases that comes in my mind, but other than that I cannot simply understand that why it cannot be more simpler. Well, if you know that and if you are pondering just like me, you can keep on pondering and study the chemistry because this is the way it goes. Okay, so now we have got this, and sure, of course, Kx is stable, so it got removed out from the story. Now we do not see the face of K again. Now we are using NaOH because till this point our things are not working. O are still here and we just have to remove either O or just cut off this entire thing anyway. So Gabriel decided to cut off this entire thing anyway and keep the NR part. How he can do it? If you take NaO and H separately, so NaO two times, this molecule is two times, so this will going to add up ONA and ONA, and the rest S2 is going to add up in NR part, which is our primary amine. So our mission is successful, and I think you got the idea about this. I cannot tell you much of the logic here. That is because of the reason. The reason is quite simple, because we are studying the history in this case. So I cannot manipulate or change the history. It will change entire things. So phthalimide done this, and we learned that till the last point we are unable to remove O. That's why we tricked it in the last point and we got our 1 degree amine. So it's interesting to see sometimes if you cannot cut off a big problem, cut off yourself into smaller one and solve that smaller problem. If you cannot run if you cannot solve one entire organization's problem, pick a small one out of it and try to solve it. And if you've done that, that's fantastic because that's all what you can do. Same as for our studies. Well, you can practice these reactions by writing over and over again, thinking and pondering. Every time you think and ponder, it will going to give you something new. With all that, the next one we are going to see a simpler version of the reaction. Okay, so that's it for this one. Stay tuned